Focus of both of these teams, offense. Doris, it's about putting points on the board in bunches.
A BA, it seems to be a league-wide trend in many respects. There's so much conversation about how skilled these players are, the range shooting that you've got to deal with defensively. I think we've got to redefine the definition of good defense because these guys are so good.
And now Dallas' starting group. Kyrie Irving out there with Thompson. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Washington in at the 4.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Here's Marshall. Davis from long range. Doncic pulls down the board. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now James. Defended by Thompson. And Davis with the block.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Thompson against Doncic. To the middle. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And the shot goes.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
We spoke about Kyrie Irving and what the most challenging thing about defending him is, and he told me, quote, just how creative he is when he's handling the ball. We want to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, even if it means sending double teams occasionally. We'll see if this game plan works out for them, guys. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Hayes misses. For Dallas, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Takes a 3. Marshall with the bucket. Marshall's got 5 points.
That passing ability complements Irving's scoring so well.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
And they pick up 2.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Doncic against Thompson. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Down low. 6 to shoot. Here's James. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, nice stroke on that jumper from LeBron James. There's no defense in the world that's going to stop that.
Washington outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Here's Marshall. He's got 5. Here's Davis. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Yeah, between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Hayes for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first. The 3 from Thompson, and he buries his first look.
Klay Thompson is not about to let a 3 go unanswered. Big-time shot.
Washington against Doncic. Pass to Hayes. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. 6-point game. Finney-Smith, a screen. 46 seconds left in the first. Reeves, the pass to James. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from 12. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Yeah, under duress of the shot clock, LeBron James so comfortable taking and hitting these shots. Always calm in those circumstances.
It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Kleba, he's checked in for the Lakers. Vanderbilt comes in for James. Irving finds Davis. It's not going to go for him. Oh, great D that time from Kleba. Lakers trail by 4. And finished off by Kleba.
They see the attention Luka draws. That's why his teammates get so many wide open looks.
Davis from long range. And the three-pointer goes. Davis has got 7 points.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Thompson with some nice D.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to review the game plan.
Team, give them some love.
Irving for 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
LeBron James out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Maxi Kleba. And it's Hachimura in at the 3 spot. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Here's Lively. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Here's Vanderbilt. Tipped. Exum with it. Working on Hachimura. And the ball out of play. Lakers will have it. Lakers trail by 5. James deciding where to go with it. Over to the wing. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Dallas has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. To the inside. Here's Lively. Exum, right side. Dinwiddie against Milton. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Powell. Rebounded by LeBron.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Some changes for Los Angeles. Austin Reeves is checked in for Hachimura, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Milton. And so it's the Lakers with it, trailing by 5. Here's Doncic. Nice finish from Luka.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
Exum outside. Up top, Dinwiddie. On the wing, Davis. And Davis gets double teamed. And then Davis punches it home!
And that's unbelievable. Davis sky high doing his thing.
Doncic with it. And Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. Outside Vanderbilt. Misses the 3.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Pass to Marshall. Rejected by James.
He could not get that one over LeBron James. Just perfect position, great strength, and send it back, Mr. James.
Hayes is checked in for Los Angeles. Finney Smith comes in for Vanderbilt. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Los Angeles shooting their first foul shot of the game. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Davis. Easy money for Davis inside.
Well, the attention that Klay Thompson gets because of his great shooting allows him to set his teammates up. That's nice.
The three, James drills it from deep. James has got 5 points in the quarter.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Thompson passes to Dinwiddie. The Lakers with a rebound.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Hayes with a screen on Thompson. Here's Doncic. Over Thompson. Doncic, no good. The Mavericks lead by 3. Dinwiddie outside. There's the triple. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. Pass to Reeves. Down low. Now Doncic. He's got 5. 5 on the clock. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected and great timing on the contest.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So for Dallas, Washington's checked in for Marshall. Christie comes in for Thompson. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now, here's James. He's got 9. Finney Smith. And again, the Lakers, no good. And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 3-point lead.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Here's Finney Smith. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Hayes. Doncic outside. Clock at 6. He shoots a 3. And it's Hayes. That time on the assist from Doncic.
Kick to the outside. Heads up play. Cognizant of the entire floor.
Here's Christie. Outside for Irving. Nice shot by Christie. Christie's got his first bucket in this one. Lakers trail by 4.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Doncic passes to James. And it's James inside.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
You're a dancing machine. Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Irving for 3. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Ending the first half with an exclamation point. The three-pointer.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Fans, please direct your attention to the center court. And get ready for the fans half-court shot from the East. They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from Anthony Davis in this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Washington and Lively down low. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Dante Exum. And it's Christie in at the two-guard spot.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Doris, in a league that glorifies offense, you have to appreciate what Finney Smith brings to the defensive end.
B.A., one of those guys who brings versatility and perhaps more importantly, dependability. You can put him on the ball, off ball, guards, even bigs. You talk about a true do-it-all defender, that's Dorian Finney-Smith.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pass to Hayes. Just 5 to shoot. James inside. He's guarded by Exum. And here's Doncic outside.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Washington left side. Outside Irving. And here's Lively. Back to Irving. Here's Christie. Check by James. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James has got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Doncic outside for the tie. Outside Finney-Smith. It's stolen by Washington. Exum passes to Irving. And he makes it. Irving's got 5 now.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Doncic outside. Hayes with a screen. Lets it go from deep. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now. Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Outside Irving. James with a steal. Now the Lakers moving it up. LeBron going downhill. And they take the lead. 13 points in the game.
Now, guys, it seems like every drive of LeBron's involves contact, doesn't it? He's like a magnet for bodies out there.
The Lakers in the lead. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Christie passes to Exum. Off the mark there with a 3. The Lakers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Christie with a rebound. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Washington drives in. And Washington powers it through.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Reeves finds James. Here's Hayes. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. P.J. Washington picks one up. Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Irving, the pass to Marshall. Here's Christie. He's covered by Reeves. Irving for 3. Finney-Smith pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
From deep, here's Doncic. Oh, Doncic from way out there.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
The Lakers lead by 5. Pass to Hayes. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Hayes. Tipped. And that'll be Los Angeles ball as it goes out of bounds. Lakers able to keep the possession. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Lively. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Will go for a different look here. Kleba, he's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Finney-Smith. Vanderbilt's checked in for James. And Goodwin is subbed in for Doncic. Thompson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dinwiddie comes in for Kyrie Irving. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Luka Doncic is checked in for Reeves. Clock at 2. Hachimura from long range. Here's Doncic. Hachimura with a screen on Thompson. Doncic. Luka proving he can score from anywhere.
And all the ways Luka Doncic can score. If he gets to the offensive window, look out.
And Thompson gets it to go.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Kleba, screen on Thompson. Pass to Vanderbilt from behind the arc. On target from range. Vanderbilt's got himself on the board with a 3 there. And here's Thompson for 3. The shot won't fall. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Rui Hachimura is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Maxi Kleba. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Goodwin in a 2-guard. That's the Laker 5. Here's Doncic. Over to the left wing. Here's Vanderbilt. The Mavericks pull it in. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Mavericks trail by 5. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Rui Hachimura. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Christie. Outside for Davis. Vanderbilt pulls it in. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Left side, Vanderbilt. Doncic outside. 6 to shoot. Oh, Doncic unfazed by the defense.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Kleba. Finney-Smith comes in for Hachimura. LeBron, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. And Austin Reeves is subbed in for Goodwin. Screen by James. Here's Doncic. Here he goes. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Washington's checked in. Pass to Marshall. Takes the 3. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed.
Yeah, the complete package is AD. Had the defense's attention and found the open man.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
On the court,
a moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Allie, thank you. Reeves with a screen on Dinwiddie. Doncic outside. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. And And it's blocked by Davis. Marshall passes to Davis. Back to Marshall. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
That's an unwise shot. I'm sure coach and teammates would have preferred he swing the ball for a better opportunity.
Thompson against Doncic. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
His second personal foul. First team foul.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And here's Doncic. Pass to Reeves. Shot clock at 5. It's James on the wing. From deep.
Not just a threat on offense. Dinwiddie is a fantastic defender. Takes advantage of his speed and his reach.
Reeves with a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's James. Offensive rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Here's Thompson. Washington outside.
That's quickness and size, working in Finney-Smith's favor on the defensive end, making it very tough for the shooter to get any kind of look around it.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Doncic. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Lakers lead by 6.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Here's Davis. Ooh, Davis with the athleticism.
What an emphatic bucket by Davis. This is a guy who never backs down or gives up.
Thompson against Doncic. James, a screen on Thompson. James, outside. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
His third personal foul. Second team foul.
The Lakers with the ball. 4-point game. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
King James with ice water in his veins, an absolutely breathtaking player.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
He showed a lot of composure that trip to the line. Now it's almost a one-possession game.
Doncic against Thompson. The open shot by Reeves. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
Defensively, can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
The three from Thompson. Money. What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
Klay Thompson calm and cool under pressure. How about the big bucket from Klay?
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And he commits the intentional foul.
His third personal foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
At the line for Los Angeles.
And he ends up making the second. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Here's Dallas now. Dinwiddie passes to Washington. Here's Davis. Yeah!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
And Dallas calls time here. 7 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
The strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
And there's James from the arc. It counts. So we see the Lakers get the win here. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And BA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
LeBron, that was...
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. 4.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. 5 to shoot. And here's Tatum for 3. Reeves with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And finished off by Finney Smith.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with a nice feed.
Now here is Holiday. Down low. Here's Porzingis. Puts the move on. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
They just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Yeah, look, never tempt the guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
And this is who James is, a guy who's always looking to pass it and involve his teammates.
Porzingis kicks to Tatum. Pass to Brown. Back to Tatum. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Using his teammates, Tatum creates just enough daylight to get off a shot.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Now, here's Brown. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And here's Tatum for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Tatum's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Celtics. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. Coach said you can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
2 minutes remaining.
Reeves the pass to LeBron. No good on the 3. Boston has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Drills the three-pointer.
Never a bad idea setting Tatum up.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. The Lakers trail by 4. Doncic dishes to LeBron. And it's good for 2.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's White. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. They set the screen. Here's James, and LeBron throws it down.
And you love how physical LeBron's drive is. Not afraid to mix it up with the defense and be aggressive.
Brown the pass to White. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
To the paint. Here's Reeves. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Holiday attacking. Brown outside. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
LeBron shot is off. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. James outside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
First team foul.
Boston's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Outside Holiday. And James pulls it down. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Los Angeles on top. They lead. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in its center.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Lakers lead by 4.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes. Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, get a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Here's Tatum. And Holiday has it in the corner. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Pitching together for the Lakers.
On defense, the Celtics. 6-point game. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, and Tatum's passing ability really makes him a problem in that pick and roll. No wasted motion, always slicing and dicing the defense.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded, but they're still together.
First team foul.
Austin with the ball. Now here's Tatum. He's got 9. There's the triple. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Kristaps Porzingis. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Vincent. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt. Each day in the last few decades, we've seen the 3 become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is, and teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the 3 spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the 3 is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner 3.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Hayes, he's checked in for Len. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Vanderbilt. LeBron's checked in for Rui Hachimura. And it's Austin Reeves in for Vincent.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Here's Hayes. And he goes right over Jaylen Brown and slams it down.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
The kick out to Tatum. Throws it down, JT!
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
Pass to Hayes. Doncic dishes to James. Doncic with a screen for James. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Luka Doncic. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a three-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
Los Angeles leading by 3.
Celtics foul.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Picked by Horford. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pritchard sinks the triple. Pritchard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's LeBron. Vanderbilt the pass to Hayes. Fires the 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot in the elite. They're measuring up the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Maxi Kleber. And it's Vanderbilt in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Here's Pritchard. He's got 6. Pass to Sharman. To the inside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Horford. It's stolen. And a wide open look for James. Drills it from outside. Now it's a 4-point Laker lead.
From way back there. I mean, LeBron's just showing off now.
Here's Pritchard. Kleber with the rebound. Lakers shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Reeves outside. Pass to Kleber. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Showing some range. LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
And here is Horford. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Vanderbilt with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. LeBron James again from deep. LeBron's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles. Pass to Hauser. Here's Shireman. He's defended by Reed. To stop the run. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods, the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you. Horford kicks to Craig. Inside, here's Hauser. Pass to Pritchard. Drops in the layup for 2. Pritchard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And boy, what a much-needed bucket there. Ends a 16-0 run by the Lakers.
Reeves with the screen for James. James bars it in.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
And Craig has it in the corner. Pass to Shireman. It's good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on an 18-4 run right now. In the corner, it's James. That 3 off the mark. Celtics trail by 13. And pushing it up, here's Boston. From deep, buries the long-range jumper. Shireman's got 5 now.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the young Celtics play.
The V just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Pass to Craig. Here's Shireman. Nice ball movement by Boston. 4 on the clock. Hauser the pass to Craig. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. And Pritchard pulls it down. Celtics trail by 12. Vanderbilt with the steal. And it's good. 2 points. 6 points for him.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
From deep, James. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Los Angeles on top, leading by 17. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. A nice shot by Doncic. You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
LeBron with the bucket.
And once James catches fire, just keep feeding the beast. It is that simple.
Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Doncic finds James, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Jackson Hayes is checked in for Maxi Kleber. Connect comes in for LeBron. And Goodwin subbed in for Austin Reeves. Here's Connect. He's covered by Brown. Offensive rebound. Doncic passes to Hachimura. Misses the 3. Celtics trail by 21. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Hachimura against Porzingis. Here's Doncic. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Creating space. Doncic will move defenders around.
Here's Tatum. Off target at the rim. Los Angeles leading by 23. Pass to Connect. It's stolen by Brown. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Off target from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Here's Hayes. It's hauled in by Brown. Austin with the ball.
Yes, and with this one wide.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
Doncic kicks to Goodwin. Lakers working the ball around now. Doncic with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And it's Connect in the corner. From outside, off the mark. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Brown.
It's always a great sign for this offense when Brown is making plays for others.
Here's Hayes. Hands it from downtown.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Here's Goodwin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First one falls for him.
At the line for the Lakers.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Porzingis with a screen on Doncic. And Holiday, here we go. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. Now, Doncic. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it. Much appreciated, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
take a look at this matchup. Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Boston on offense. Outside Tatum. Pass to Holiday. It's tipped and stolen by Irving. On the wing, Davis. Over Porzingis. Davis misses.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Porzingis passes to Tatum. Brown with it. Fader on the way. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Drops in the 3.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
Right side, Davis. Buries it from 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And finished off by Tatum.
Exploding at the rim. Tatum shows you the right way to finish off a drive.
Irving, the pass to Davis. The 3-ball. Davis missing again. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. White for 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
And put it on a platter. Holiday serving it up for his teammate.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. Their team's biggest concern tonight, the scoring of Jaylen Brown. Coach commenting, quote, Brown has become an elite scorer in this league. Jaylen can have huge nights. We know he's going to score, but we have to limit his easy looks, especially early. Something to watch, B.A.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Holiday. Fires the 3. They grab their own miss. Porzingis finds Brown. Hits the target from 18 feet.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown, and it's just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Irving for 3. On the wing, Irving. White with a steal. Fires from deep. Davis with a rebound. On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Holiday. And Porzingis with the block.
Gotta be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots. Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Here's Tatum following the score by Dallas. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
White with a steal. Here's Holiday. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Exum's checked in. Boston on offense. They're on a 14-5 run. Boston again missing. Mavericks trail by 9. From outside the arc, hits the 3-pointer.
With as much defensive attention as AD gets, those passing lanes will be open for him, and those are the passes he needs to make.
Now here's Tatum. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. Irving, the pass to Davis. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Davis has got 8.
Just some quick thinking from AD. Doesn't want to give the D any time to react. Just catch it and shoot it.
Porzingis with a screen on Washington. Pass to White. Back to Tatum. Stolen by Thompson. Left side Irving. 1 second left. Another one falls for Dallas.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
So at the end of one quarter of... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
On the floor for Boston, the core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. Now here's Irving. Washington a screen. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. It's stolen by Washington. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Ryan, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Ryan, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Knocks it down from distance.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Exum outside. This one for 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. Brown, a screen on Washington. Tatum way outside. And Tatum buries it from long distance.
Taking matters into his own hands. Tatum gets those 3 points back in a hurry.
Pass to Davis. Thompson with it. He's guarded by White. Thompson's shot is off. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Tatum passes to Holiday. They kick it out to Porzingis. There's the 3. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Irving finds Davis. Off target from 3-point range. For 3, Porzingis. Wow, Porzingis with the triple. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Here's Exum. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Drew Holiday.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
A big group substitution here for Dallas. Lively, he's checked in for Davis. Marshall comes in for Washington. Christie's checked in for Thompson. And it's Dinwiddie in for Kyrie Irving. White can't hit.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
The baseline J is on the way. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team foul.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Marshall.
And so he makes both from the line.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Holiday taking his time here. Boston, no good that time either. Mavericks trail by 5. Pass to Lively. Exum outside. Here's Christie, pounded by Tatum. Just 4 to shoot. The 3 is up. Christie's shot is off. Boston leading by 5. From deep 3-point land. And Tatum drills the 3.
Ooh, how about that extended range from Tatum? It's an absolute bomb.
You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning. That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
There's Tatum with the three. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Dinwiddie passes to Christie. Three-pointer. Drains the triple. And now just a three-point Celtic lead.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pass to White. Back to Tatum. Brown with a screen. Tatum with it. Marshall's there. Outside Holiday. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here we go. All alone. Exum gets the bucket. Exum's got 7 points for the quarter.
And you can tell they're in sync right now. Expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Brown can't hit. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 35% so far in this one. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
That maybe not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Got a line change here for Boston. With the teardrop. And the basket by Shireman. Shireman's got his first basket.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Lively inside. No luck on that one.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Boston out in front. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Okay, they're thinking about the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Without question, Dante Exum displaying his skills today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Dwight Powell out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Christie in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. The 3. Knocks down the triple. Shireman's got 5 points.
Man, but D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
More of a combo guard than pure point. Dinwiddie does have tremendous court vision.
Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Out to Craig. From downtown, Horford. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Yeah, the moment Horford has the rock down low, good night. I mean, just too many moves from the vet. That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Craig on the wing. Here's Pritchard. Three-pointer, no good. The Mavericks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Gafford. For 3, Powell. Horford pulls it in. The Celtics with the lead. Hard to find a season in his career where Horford didn't make an impact, RJ.
One way or another, he's going to help his team win. Still out there doing it and doing it at a high level. He's kind of an ageless wonder.
Gafford passes to Dinwiddie. To the inside. And Gafford gets it to go on the assist by Thompson.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And Pritchard, here we go. And he gets that one.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 4-point game. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
See, it's Clay's accuracy that makes him so hard to stop. He's a constant threat from range.
Pritchard gets it to go. Pritchard's got 5 now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Thompson passes to Dinwiddie. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Gotta love guards that can finish inside. Is Dinwiddie on that list? Absolutely.
Horford outside. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Horford. Here's Pritchard. Shoots. Had the space there, but it's offline. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. To the left side wing. Here's Shireman. And again, Boston with the triple. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Here's Thompson. Oh, Klay Thompson with the bounce. Get up, Klay.
Oh, a little bit of bounce still, Klay. Okay, I see you. Get off the floor with a little ease, with a little dumb.
Back to Horford. Out to Craig. Pass to Shireman. Craig with a screen. 5 to shoot. All alone. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Gafford. And yep, it's good. Gafford's got 6 points in the quarter.
When you have Dinwiddie as a teammate, you have to be ready. Spencer is a tremendous distributor.
How about the little guy throwing himself on the glass?
Pass to Hauser. 32 seconds left in the third. Here's Shireman. Out to Horford. Launches it. The Mavericks pull it in. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. Here's Dinwiddie. Uses the glass on the layup. And it's now just a 1-point Celtic lead.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Here's Pritchard. And it's off from 3-point range. The 3 from Thompson. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. It's the Celtics. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. The Mavericks shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Holiday in at the 1. Brown passes to White. That 3's off the mark. And Dallas with possession. They trail by 1 to the middle. Here's Marshall. Washington outside. Sinks the tray. Washington's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Porzingis with a screen on Irving. And the basket by Holiday.
Yeah, showing off his competitive fire. Holiday was eager to get a 3 of his own.
To the inside. And stolen by Holiday. Now the Celtics on the move. And the basket is good. And now a 3-point Boston lead. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Washington against Tatum. Outside Holiday. Clock at 6. Changes up. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Williams is checked in for Marshall, and it's Dinwiddie in for Klay Thompson. Irving, that's good.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Cruising past the defense, Dinwiddie showing the burst.
White, the pass to Brown. Tatum, a screen on Williams. And here's Brown for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Washington. Here's Davis. Washington, a screen on Porzingis.
Over the course of AD's career, he's made a concerted effort to draw fouls, and we've seen that free throw attempt number skyrocket.
That free throw no good. Exum's checked in for Dinwiddie. And he sinks the second. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Right side, Porzingis. White, the pass to Porzingis. There's the triple. Offensive board. Holiday finds Brown. Pass to Tatum. From behind the arc. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy lives for these moments.
Williams on the wing, defended by Brown. Irving, the pass to Davis. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm. Whew.
Irving with it. Now guarded by White. Exum. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Porzingis sets a screen. Fires the 3. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Mavericks trail by 3. Washington passes to Davis. Washington finds Davis. And here is Williams. Back to Davis. Washington, a screen on Brown. Here's Davis. Cash. And that one brings them within 1.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
First personal foul, 13.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
And right about now, at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2- and 3-point advantage.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Tatum against Washington. Kick out to Brown. And he sinks it.
I do not care what kind of game he is having. In these moments, Tatum is just different.
Irving with a deep 3. Can't knock in the 3. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
And Dallas calls time here. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Thompson passes to Exum. Washington outside. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's Boston who scrapes by with the win. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the field. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Jackson Hayes is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. Pass to Washington. Now Irving. Goes up with it again. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Able to strike from mid-range and all over the court. The versatility of Kyrie's offensive game, top shelf.
Doncic with it. Now defended by Exum. A nice shot by Doncic.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Pass to Davis. It's rebounded by Hayes. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to James. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Doncic against Thompson. On the wing, Reeves. Over Irving. Back to Reeves. Out to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Boy, this is why me and so many others are high on Doncic. I mean, he's got the ability to fight through challenges that defenses present.
And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
And it's Hayes in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up to the Mavericks. They trail by 1.
Well, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Now, here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. Hayes the pass to Finney-Smith. LeBron outside. A 3-ball. His shot is good, making it a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Washington kicks to Exum. Back to Washington. Irving against LeBron. And the rejection by James.
What timing by James on the denial. His hand is right there at the exact moment it needs to be.
Dallas needs to get off a shot. Doncic with the steal. And here's Reeves outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge.
LeBron James, 2 shots. The play will be reviewed.
Review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he makes the first. One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
Here's Doncic, following the basket by Kyrie Irving, and the dunk by James.
Never gets old seeing LeBron explode off the floor like that.
Irving with a clean look, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Now here's LeBron. 9 points in the game so far. And Davis sends it back.
His great length really helps AD defensively.
Irving passes to Washington. A three from Davis. And James pulls it down. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Kleba finds Reeves over Thompson. Can't nail the jumper.
Well, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He finishes with 9 points. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking.
Davis puts it down with authority. And his team is just going wild about it. Man, that was impressive.
Doncic kicks to Kleba. Back to Doncic. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. Thompson passes to Washington. Washington sets the pick for Irving. Pass to Marshall. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Marshall's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, Gene. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hayes is checked in. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level. And that's what
the big move by LeBron.
Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Count that one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Doncic against Thompson. To the middle. Outside, James. Mavericks with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Marshall. Takes it off the glass. Marshall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Hachimura, he's checked in for the Lakers. Reeves the pass to James. Here's the screen over Marshall. And again, the Lakers no good. Mavericks leading by 5. We passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing.
And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Powell, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. Here's Thompson. Oh, Thompson, tough shot.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Doncic looking it over. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Here's Thompson. Thompson hammers it down.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer.
LeBron a screen on Thompson. Doncic kicks to LeBron. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for Los Angeles. James finds Hayes. Over Irving. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Hayes.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
Irving passes to Davis. Davis owning the paint and gets it to go.
There's so many ways Davis can beat you on the interior. Defenders always on their heels when he is attacking.
Pass to Hayes. Over to the wing. Lays it up and banks it in. Hayes has got his third basket of the night.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Irving for three. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Hachimura setting the pick for James. Out to Doncic. Pass to Hachimura. Looking for Finney-Smith, and he gets it there.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney-Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
Irving. That one goes. Count it. Irving's got 13. 5 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Seconds left now here in the second. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 14.
You know, on defense, even on an inbounds play, you can't leave three-point shooters alone on the perimeter. They paid for it there.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Alex Lynn, Dorian Finney-Smith.
Got it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And a chance now to thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, they've got Dorian Finney-Smith, Hachimura out there with Len. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt, and it's Reeves in at the 2. Long range from the inbound, and the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Reeves.
Really good pass from Finney-Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
And Clark for the Lakers. The last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
Loved the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Dinwiddie kicks to Exum. Down low. And a missed layup. LA's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And the 3 ball is good. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
The Lakers in the lead. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Vanderbilt finds Reeves. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's Hayes. The 3-pointer off the mark. The Mavericks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming in the locker at the break. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Vanderbilt the pass to Finney-Smith. On the wing, Reeves. Defended by Christie. Reeves against Christie. And he dunks it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. On the wing, Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Hayes drains the 3-pointer. Hayes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Vanderbilt the pass to Hayes. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Vanderbilt kicks to Finney-Smith. There's a screen. Pass to Reeves. Back to Finney-Smith. The 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Finney-Smith a threat both under the basket and way out beyond the arc. He's got great range.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Los Angeles with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. LeBron comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Doncic is subbed in for Austin Reeves. And he's able to get it back. Out to Doncic. Back to Vanderbilt. Here's James. Pass to Kleba. Stolen by Washington. Fast break Dallas. Here's Exum. Washington with it. Here's Christie. They get it again. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Sinks the three-pointer. Dinwiddie's got 7 points in the game.
You know, this is what makes Dinwiddie so dangerous, guys. His shot preparation makes him ready to shoot as soon as he catches it.
Back to Hachimura. Pass to Doncic. Vanderbilt with it. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Second chance effort. Doncic against Christie. Doncic with a screen for Vanderbilt. Lays it up off the glass. Vanderbilt's got his first 2 points of the night.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. Lakers leading by 4. Kleba finds James. A rebound by Washington.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Gotta be a little embarrassed by that one.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Watching. Hey, let's hear it for all of our dancers.
6 seconds left to play in the third. Outside, Davis. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Lakers lead by 4. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Klay Thompson. He's out there with Irving. Christie is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Marshall in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's James. LeBron going to work inside.
You know, really impossible to know what James is thinking in advance. I mean, especially in these sets.
And on the way from Irving for 3, it's rebounded by Koloko. Lakers leading by 4. Doncic outside. Takes the 3 to the paint. Kicks it out to James. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Takes a 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists in the game.
Yet another stellar night for LeBron offensively so far. In some ways, he's just unstoppable.
Pass to Doncic. Back to James. Now, Finney Smith. Over Irving. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And it's a 9-point Laker lead.
You know, LeBron's not really known for his quick trigger, but showing you right there that he does have catch-and-shoot ability.
Mavericks foul.
Hayes is checked in for the Lakers. Austin Reeves comes in for Hachimura.
Lakers substitution.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. On the wing, Reeves. To the right side. No good from Finney Smith.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
The deep three from Irving. Back to Davis. Will it go? And the layup is up and in. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Doncic against Thompson. Doncic passes to Reeves. Here's LeBron. And it's Hayes in the corner. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Christie. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Well, it's fun watching Irving share the ball. I mean, when he concentrates on running the offense, this team is really dangerous.
Reeves right side. Doncic against Thompson. Doncic kicks to Hayes. Lock at 6. And here's LeBron outside. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Marshall. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Finney-Smith. And here is James. Now Hayes. He's guarded by Davis. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Exum is checked in for Dallas. 1:21 left to play in the final quarter. On the wing, Reed. And a miss there on the triple. Stolen away. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Mavericks trailed by 5. Exum finds Irving. It counts! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
Doncic against Thompson. Here's Hayes. Here's Doncic. It's good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
Doncic against Thompson. Doncic passes to Hayes. 6 to shoot. Here's James, and Davis sends it back.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
That's the way to go.
Offensive rebound. Good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
AD is the man. Primetime play by a primetime baller.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. There's 10 seconds left in the 4th quarter. James sets the screen for Doncic. LeBron outside. It's stolen by Davis. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. They've got Kyrie Irving. Anthony Davis is out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's Thompson, and it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward.
I don't know what to do about that. Davis just powering it down.
Doncic outside. Pass to Hayes. Shoots a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Lakers lead by 1.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the... Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
Of technology, we've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in, they've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you gotta acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving, special. I mean, as skilled a player as you'll ever see when it comes to handling the ball and scoring in close.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
First team foul.
Hayes with the screen for Doncic. Pass to Hayes. LeBron with it. Doncic outside. Clock at 4. LeBron passes to Hayes. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. As we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know what separates Doncic from most players? He's really calm under pressure. Great poise. You can't speed him up. He plays at his own pace.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Down low, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 2. That shot eliciting a roar from this gigantic crowd.
Guys, more than a roar, more like an explosion.
Doncic against Thompson. Doncic kicks to Hayes. Pass to Reeves. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Offensive rebound, and they recover it.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Washington finds Thompson. Thompson explodes through the defense.
Fantastic to see Klay Thompson deliver when his team needs a basket most.
Doncic outside. Here's LeBron. It falls. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Well, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
Irving passes to Thompson. Back to Irving. Out to Thompson. It's in.
Big time from Klay. Doesn't get phased when he has the opportunity.
James looking around. Doncic passes to LeBron. Pick by Finney-Smith. James. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Irving. Oh, they had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball this has been. Washington with it. He's picked up by Doncic. James against Irving. Drives to the hoop. And the rejection by James. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Reeves. James against Thompson. Doncic outside. Back to James. 6 to shoot. Over Thompson. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Doncic. And that's now 27 points for LeBron. Here's Irving. And he drops it in from the low post. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
Tonight has been all about Irving. When he's clicking, his offensive game is devastating.
Doncic kicks to Hachimura. Here's James. Doncic outside. Pass to Hayes. Here's Doncic. He's covered by Thompson. Doncic, no good. Dallas shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Irving dishes to Davis. Irving against LeBron. Davis inside. A shot, no good. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game.
And you know, we've come to expect this from LeBron James, guys. I mean, when his team needs a bucket, he rises to the occasion. Poised under pressure to produce at the right time in the big time. AD.
Pass to Hayes. Now Reeves. Back to Hayes. Reeves outside. Now here's Hachimura on the wing. Doncic. Hachimura setting the pick for Doncic.
Even though he's not the tallest power forward, Washington does have good bounce and a long reach. Plays bigger than he is.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Doncic with it. He's picked up by Irving. Here's James. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to Thompson. Back to Washington. To the middle. Here's Davis. Count it!
Watch out. Anthony Davis has caught fire.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Hayes the pass to LeBron. Hayes with the screen for James. Back to Hayes. The kick out to LeBron. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's an arrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. A double overtime game can really take its toll on the players. And after this one, thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark.
should see a lot of transition tonight.
We should, and it always makes for exciting basketball. But more importantly, BA, these are teams that create easy buckets. Everything in basketball cannot be a grind. That's why these two teams are fun to watch.
And the Lakers starting five. Reeves at the 2, with LeBron at the 3. Jackson Hayes is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. Tatum finds Brown. Now here's Holiday. Brown, a screen on Doncic. Back to Brown. Oh, he goes right over LeBron and slams it down.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. And Boston has possession. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to James. Kicks it to Doncic from outside the arc. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, BA, there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Now here's Doncic. Hayes, the pass to James. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Hayes.
Well, this is why you have to love the basketball intellect of LeBron James. He is simply manipulating the defense in the pick and roll to get what he wants.
Holiday against Doncic. The drive by Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever. You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
Reeves finds James. White with a steal. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. Oh, had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't make the 3. The Lakers have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I spoke to the Celtics head coach, and I asked about LeBron James and how his team plans to stop him. He said, I told our guys that we can't give him any lanes to the rim, because when that happens, everything else in his game opens up. We need to plug every avenue to the basket. Guys, let's see if they're able to execute the strategy.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
You know, one thing you got to love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Now here's Holiday. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Holiday.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Here's Brown. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Holiday against Doncic. Here's Porzingis. And out of bounds, the Lakers will take it. Lynn's checked in for Hayes.
Lakers substitution, number 27.
Here's Doncic.
Alex Owen.
Outside Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Yeah, an offensive player like Luka expects the contact. He's anticipating it, so it doesn't bother him. That's a big-time finish.
Now here's Tatum from deep. Sinks it from distance. Tatum's got 6.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
This James on the wing, defended by Brown. A leaner. Reeves, the pass to James. Jacks up a 3. Hits the trifecta.
This is why LeBron's so tricky to defend. Yes, he has the strength to go inside and finish, but he's also got such touch from behind the arc.
Holiday from long range. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to James. Holiday against Doncic. James, a screen on Holiday. Over Holiday. Again, the miss by James.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And the basket by Holiday. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah. Five lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over.
Coming onto the floor for the Lakers,
Here's Reeves. And so it's Drew Holiday making things happen for the Celtics. 8 points in the quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then it's Alex Len. And it's Kleber in at the 4 slot. Count the basket.
Now, Jaylen Brown's athleticism makes him a factor on the glass. Nice job getting those second chance points.
And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
Tatum, a screen on Doncic. The kick to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Hachimura with a rebound.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Doncic against White. Oh, and the jam by Doncic.
How about the finish from Luka Doncic? My goodness, go ahead with the hammer.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Down low. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Kleber outside. Here's Doncic. Pass to Reeves. Back to Doncic. Over Holiday. Again, Doncic missing. For Boston, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Tatum way outside. Rebound by the Lakers.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Hauser. Checked by James. The 3 from Craig. Hits the 3-pointer. Craig's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. All right, Doris, what do you think separates the good teams from the great teams at crunch time?
Boy, I think there's a lot of things, Brian, that separate that. Number one, can you execute on both ends when it's a clutch game? Can you absorb the pressure of a moment, understanding time and score, how to get a quality shot on every possession, how to string together multiple stops? Can you make shots under duress of great defense? There are so many things that differentiate differentiate between the good and the championship.
Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
And the shot's good. James has got 5.
Yeah, it's very hard to guard LeBron James because he's a 3-level scorer. Catches the defense off guard, just pulls up into that mid-range.
Horford finds Greg. Back to Horford. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
No good on the second free throw. The Lakers trail. Puts up a 3. And there's James on the assist by Vanderbilt. Give him 8 points now.
Boy, when LeBron is pulling and hitting that jumper, you know he's in the zone. Just one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game.
Pritchard gets it to go.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Hachimura. Here's Hayes. Pass to James. Five on the clock. To the paint. Here's Vanderbilt. Boston pulls it in. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Finney-Smith has the kind of speed necessary to capitalize in transition, get in that lane, and off to the races.
Horford, right side. Outside Craig. Pass to Shireman. Good D by Vanderbilt. And there's James from the arc. James from distance. Easy work.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. We'll be right back with you shortly.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Brown in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Pass to Hayes. Oh, from deep. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston trailing. And here's Brown for 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, you catch the defense off guard by being willing to fire as soon as the ball touches your hands.
Doncic against Holiday. Doncic passes to Hachimura. 4 on the clock. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, BA, at 7'2". It isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
Porzingis for three. Yes! Kristaps showing some range.
Well, the three-point shooting of Kristaps Porzingis is so prolific. You've got to guard him out there.
Here's James. Can't get it to drop. Celtics lead by 4. Three-pointer, Holiday. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Luka playing grown man ball inside.
Well, Luka Doncic relishes the opportunity to control the action, and right now he is cooking the defense.
The drive by Holiday. They kick it out to Porzingis. On the wing, Tatum. Check by James. Back to Tatum. Takes the three. The offensive rebound. Porzingis passes to Brown. The three-pointer off the mark.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Hayes. It's stolen by Tatum. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Lenz checked in for Hayes. And Finney-Smith subbed in for James. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And Los Angeles making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in. Inside, here's Brown. Rebound, the Lakers.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Outside, Finney-Smith. For the tie. Outside, Reeves. Vanderbilt, a screen on White. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Vanderbilt. And Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis 7 threes says not here and not now.
Boston has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Hachimura from long range. It's hauled in by White. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
I love it, Jason Tatum. Not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
Outside Vanderbilt. And 1:01 left in the third. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. They get it again. Here's Vanderbilt. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
It's so close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a 3-point opportunity.
He's had just 1 attempt at the line earlier. He hits the second from the line. Celtics lead by 3. Here's Tatum. Oh, can't get the reverse flush. Here's the break. Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
Second team foul.
He misses the free throw. And the Lakers with some changes. Hayes comes in for Lynn. And LeBron subbed in for Hachimura. Boston's shooting a nice 50% for the game. And it's Tatum missing. Lakers trail by 3. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hayes with a screen. Down low. And finished off by Hayes.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Porzingis with a screen on James. Wing shot on the way. Tatum, good. Tatum's got 10. There's 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Vanderbilt. And he lays it up and in.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And it goes! He gets it! Wow!
I love to see when those shots go in. Oh, showing some moxie. Nailing a huge hail.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Boston out in front, up by 4. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Alex Len. And it's Doncic in at the 1.
The offensive arsenal of LeBron James is tremendous. The ability to hurt defenses in so many ways is something else.
Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
That one drops for him.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Brown finds Tatum. Brown, a screen on James. Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Outside Reeves. This one for 3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one. Celtics trail by 4. Porzingis with a screen on Doncic. Outside Porzingis. For 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James has got 5 rebounds in the game. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
Oh, that one fires up his teammates. Len's passion leads to the monster dunk.
Porzingis with a screen on James. Here's Tatum. Holiday passes to White. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
In low, and we've got a timeout call by J.J. Redick. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Hayes is checked in for Lynn. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
And Allie, thanks. Here's Doncic. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Brown finds Tatum. Brown with a screen. Oh, and a dunk by Brown!
You can tell Jaylen Brown embraces these kinds of moments. Big-time bucket.
Pass to White. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. 1:56 left in the final quarter. 6 to shoot. Pass to Brown. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Holiday against Doncic. Outside Finney-Smith. Here's James. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line, and no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
People will worry that this is
2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules.
the this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Porzingis with a screen on James. Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Well, Jason Tatum in a big moment. He is unafraid.
Doncic passes to James. Kicks it to Doncic. Left side Reeves. To the paint. James inside. He's guarded by White.
Big time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Outside Porzingis. Outside Brown. Porzingis sets a screen to tie it up. He connects. Oh, an enormous three-pointer.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's James. Another shot. Count it!
Yeah, there's not a person in this building who didn't know the ball was going to LeBron, and still he delivers.
Holiday against Doncic. Porzingis for three. Oh, the trifecta!
Well, one thing we know, Porzingis is fearless. He had no hesitation on what was a huge basket for them.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up a play to make it happen.
Back to Reeves. And James puts up a deep three. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. And so it's Boston who scrapes by with the win. Thanks, Allie. Great.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the bill with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold.
should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the... Big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Kyrie Irving. Washington out there with Davis. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Marshall in at the 3 seat. And the dunk by Tatum.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that game. Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. The 3 from Tatum. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And here's Washington outside. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Yeah, that's next level stuff from AD. He draws the eyes of the defense and then locates the open man.
Throws it down. If the official calls the foul, it may be a 3-point play. That one on Davis.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Now Porzingis, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. And here's Tatum for 3. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
This is why Tatum is a volume 3-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
And Davis puts it in.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now Thompson, following Drew Holiday's 3-point attempt. Fires for 3. Thompson misses. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Porzingis kicks to Tatum. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, the control Tatum plays with is just mesmerizing.
Here's Davis. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Now here's White, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Porzingis passes to White. The 3 from Tatum. Mavericks with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
Tatum finds Porzingis. Back to Tatum. For 3, it's good from long range. He's got 12.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Celtics leading by 3. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. No problems knocking that one down.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
And it's Washington missing.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Dallas shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 15. The shot. And Davis pulls it down. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. It's a three-point game. And on the way from Irving for three. That falls. Great assist by Marshall.
And Irving can change the course of a game with his ability to shoot the three.
Pass to Porzingis. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
At the line for the Celtics.
And he's good on the second. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. We witnessed him deliver. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Christie. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Davis at the center locking down the middle. And it's Davis missing. Celtics leading by 3. Outside Holiday. Back to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Outside Tatum. Lets the three fly. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
Pass to Brown. Driving inside. And then Brown with the dunk.
Speedy move by Brown, using his velocity to get right where he wants to go.
Davis finds Irving. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
The deep three from Tatum. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The tray. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates. Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. White, good.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Powell for 3. Irving dishes to Powell. Irving attacking. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Tatum. Outside, Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screeners. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Outside Holiday. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Exum. Mavericks trail by 5. Powell, the pass to Christie. On its way from Irving for 2. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Took him no time at all on that one. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
Brown does a nice job of staying ready and making himself a weapon off the ball.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "You can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Here's Holiday. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. Mavericks trail by 13. To end the drought. Irving passes to Lively. Back to Irving. And it falls over the rim and in. Irving's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And with the appropriate jump shot to be a high-volume scorer, Irving has lights-out shooting ability.
There's Brown with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. It's stolen by Brown. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Pritchard. From the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Dinwiddie for 3. Exum. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. And the first half is now in the books. Celtics out in front. Ending the second quarter with a massive 16-7 run. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
They've got Horford, and it's Hauser in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Pass to Craig. 5 on the clock. Horford attacking. Banked in off the glass. Horford's got the first points of the second half here for the Celtics. Here's Dinwiddie. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And in tight, Dinwiddie's got a good sense of how to be effective. Whether it's with the power or finesse, he can find a way to beat his man.
Shoots the 3. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Dinwiddie. And Boston with the rebound. 3 on 3. Here's Shireman. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And the layup is good. Dinwiddie's got 6.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Horford with the screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Pritchard. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. And the Celtics lead by 13. Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
Here's Shireman. He's defended by Exum. Really left alone that time. Horford's got his second basket.
They need that floor spacing ability from Horford. It's big for them when he's knocking down triples.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. Celtics leading by 13. In the corner, Horford with it. Pulls up. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Here's Gafford. Marshall with it. Craig is on him. Marshall gets the bucket. Marshall's got his first points in this one. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul.
Great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Dallas making a switch here. Thompson's checked in.
Thompson.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
From deep three-point territory, Craig pulls it in. Boston's gotten the three ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Pass to Pritchard. Connects from three-point range. Pritchard's got 8 points in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Pritchard passes to Craig. With the shot. Rebounded by Gafford. Mavericks trail by 12. To the left side wing. Here's Shireman. No good on the triple. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Marshall kicks to Dinwiddie. Marshall passes to Gafford. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Gafford. To the wing right side. And here's Marshall from the arc. They grab their own miss. Lets it go with a 3. Good on the triple. Marshall's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Mavs. Here's Pritchard. Dinwiddie covering. Launches it. Pass to Hauser. There's the 3. Up again, and it's Horford with the extra effort. Horford's got 7.
And how about the court awareness from Horford? Quickly grabs the board and doesn't let the possession go to waste.
Dinwiddie passes to Marshall. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
And so it's the Boston Celtics enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their feet. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
Well, I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama. I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. They've got Klay Thompson. He's out there with Kyrie Irving. Davis is out there with Dante Exum. And it's Marshall in at the 4 spot.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for Marshall.
Derek Lively.
Boston leading by 13. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. To Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Inside. Nifty move. And it's Porzingis getting it to go. That's now 8 points for Porzingis.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
Irving for 3. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum. Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Baseline J on the way. Outside for Davis. Tries again. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
The foul could hold Davis down. His scoring ability is just that strong.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with this transition bucket.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes. I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy. But a rally like this is how you do it.
Tatum with the screen on Irving. Holiday goes in. Brown right side. Stolen by Exum. Fast break. Here they come. Thompson from long range. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Thompson passes to Irving. It's stolen by White. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
They took what the defense gave them tonight, and that was the mid-range. I mean, very consistent from that part of the floor.
There's the drive, and Holiday throws it down.
And how about the burst there of speed from Holiday on the drive, sipping in before the D can rotate.
Cut it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Davis.
Really taking advantage of every scoring opportunity. They've somehow found a way to make this exciting.
Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Mavericks with the rebound. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Thompson. Great drive. Klay Thompson.
And this is why they go to Thompson. The coaches, his teammates, they all trust in his ability to deliver.
To the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
It's Brown on the wing. And it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 7. And the call will be against Derek Lively. That's his first foul.
Great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. Christie comes in for Dante Exum. Austin's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Brown with a screen on Washington. Here goes Tatum. Back to Brown. From outside the arc. Hits it from 3-point range. And the Celtics lead by 10.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Boston.
Tonight they seem committed to the 3-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough
of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jason Tatum.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
It's stolen by Davis. Thompson for the triple. They get the rebound. Trying to find Washington. Gets it to him. Another shot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Boston with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
First personal foul.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 9.
For the Celtics,
Both free throws good from Drew Holiday. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference once they start.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our